It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, these two teams were so similar in so many ways last season, both in the standings and on the court. Very interested to find out who has the edge this time around.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, Blake Griffin is new to Detroit, but he feels the blue-collar nature of this city suits him just fine. He said, hard work was instilled in me at a very young age. The very base of my game has always been physical. Guys, back to you.
Well, Detroit is happy to have him, David. Thanks. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the court for the Heat. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Weber is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. Now here's Drummond. There's a screen by Robinson. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is a shot that Griffin has successfully added to his arsenal, and he's looking more and more comfortable with it.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Whiteside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Outside Griffin. Passes it to Galloway. Drummond a screen. Here's Galloway. Stolen by Waiters. Unloads. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Galloway. He's guarded by Waiters. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. He kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Richardson. The shot off that time. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And stolen by Whiteside. Weber with it. Whiteside, a screen on Jackson. Weber, the pass to Whiteside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Outside Jackson. Oh, Griffin in position. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Whiteside. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And a nice show of strength from Whiteside there. Slapped on the shot, but still makes the basket.
Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him. They kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
Here's Galloway. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Looking here at some numbers for Waiters, some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him. And the Pistons now going the other way. It's Drummond with the drive. It's good. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China, he even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a second-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Galloway. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Heat leading by 4. Expanding his range. Here's Whiteside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a look now at Blake Griffin's numbers. Great showing for him last season. 17th in assists and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. First one falls for him.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that. This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
In the corner, it's Galloway. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Galloway's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Richardson up top. Griffin grabs the board.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
Well, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a danger when he skies up for the alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Richardson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Bucket earned, out muscling and out hustling everybody for the rebound.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Pachulia. Griffin against Johnson. And there's the 3-second violation. The Heat with the lead. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their front office this past offseason.
A new GM and Dwayne Casey brought in to coach. Could see a drastic shift in style and approach for the Pistons moving forward.
The fader. That shot off the mark.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Jackson against Weber. Here's Galloway. They get it back. Pachulia. That one's not going to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Jackson against Johnson. Jackson passes to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Weber dishes to Waiters. Johnson the screen. Weber against Jackson. Waiters for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And the Heat committing a lot of money for this hard-working bunch. Brent, how do they improve from this point on?
Now it's about player development, Kevin, taking advantage of the off-season, making sure the guys are improving upon their weakness and staying sharp with their strengths. They're going to have to find a few more diamonds in the rough out there to add to this roster and maybe set themselves up in free agency to lure somebody down the South Beach. And we'll see if they can do that. The front office tends to get creative in that way.
And he makes the first. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Weber. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Weber's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pistons have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Picked by Pachulia. And it's Bullock in the corner. Back to Smith. Picked by Pachulia. Just 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw drop for Smith.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Lures checked in for Blake Griffin. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And memories of the Big Three era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough and trying to figure out a path to get there. You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Winslow. And Winslow about 6'7", 225, but Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4. And when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
So he gets them both. And the Pistons with possession here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they miss a series of shots, they make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
Here now is Weber, following the bucket by the Pistons. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Picked by Pachulia. Weber against Smith, and it's Bullock in the corner. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Bullock's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Weber, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Weber. It's taken away by Smith. Robinson goes in, and Winslow pulls it down.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
No good on that one. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best 4-man and slide them down to the 5, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good examples. Now here's Pachulia. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Lure with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Pachulia the pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Three-pointer Ellington drains the three-pointer.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
It's tipped. Smith against Weber. Smith kicks to Bullock. Picked by Pachulia. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Winslow's running. Weber can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Lure gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
They set the pick. Weber kicks to Olynyk. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses the wing chair. Here's Smith. Good D by Weber. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Olynyk. Rebounded by the Pistons. Pachulia has got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the pass to Robinson. Stolen by Winslow. Now Ellington inside. Adebayo got a hand on it.
Well, tough trying to sneak a shot past Pachulia at his size. Good instincts and tosses that one aside.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Passes to Olynyk. Weber against Smith. Weber kicks to Olynyk. No good. Shot missing. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Lure and Drummond together down low. Reggie Bullock is out there with Smith. And it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Pistons. Smith the pass to Lure. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lure's got his second bucket.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
There's a screen. Weber kicks to Adebayo. He dishes it to Ellington. Weber the pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bullock, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Pistons leading by 3. Drummond passes to Smith. Screen by Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Lure. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Heat.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Adebayo kicks to Weber. Here's Olynyk. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson setting the pick here for Smith. Puts up a 3. Jackson misses.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully. but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. Smith kicks to Lure. Smith the pass to Lure. On the wing, Jackson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
What a look from Smith there. Ish with the dish.
You know, and Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit, but the last 2 seasons, injuries have really held him back.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And Reggie Jackson in 2016-17 battling knee tendonitis. Last season, Greg, a severe right ankle sprain.
I mean, he's so important in terms of his impact for the Pistons. An athletic, physical player. When he's right, he can be a difference maker on both ends.
Griffin's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Ish Smith. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Olynyk. Josh Richardson's checked in for Winslow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Weber. Moment here now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Pistons' head athletic trainer. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Whiteside a screen. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. To the paint. Fader on the way, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
And the first one at the line is good. And, Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in a season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Traditionally, we talk about power forwards. I mean, is that not Blake Griffin? It applies to every facet of his game.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Bullock. And it's denied.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
Galloway, the pass to Griffin. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place. I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
There's a screen. Jackson kicks to Galloway. Drummond the screen. Pass to Griffin. It's stolen by Johnson. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They get it again. Here's Griffin. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Heat trail by 8. Richardson up top. He's guarded by Bullock. Richardson the pass to Waiters. Back to Richardson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Whiteside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Whiteside's got 12.
Pretty comfortable right now getting his offense going in more ways than just the block.
Inside. Here's Griffin. Drops in the layup for 2. 13 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
And stolen by Drummond. Right side Jackson. Shoots over Ellington. That one a little long. The Heat trail by 8. Johnson, that's for 2. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Good catch and shoot option there. Johnson got to be right up on him after he receives that pass.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. He's got 6 and taken away by Johnson.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Well, Johnson's tenacity meter right now redlining. He loves taking the punishment and finishing through it.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Here is Ellington, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Now here's Richardson. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. Right side a screen. Waiters. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Here's Waiters following the 3 by Detroit. Right side a screen. Waiters outside. Shoots off the screen, and he hits the jump shot. Waiters got his second bucket of the night.
A beautiful timing on that play. Waiters reaches into his bag of tricks and makes a slick move on the pick and roll.
Picked by Griffin. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. Whiteside a screen on Jackson. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Reggie Jackson. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 14 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Yeah, just a bit rough around the edges, GA. He has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them.
Pistons leading by 6. Down low. Galloway, no good. And Miami shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Ellington kicks to Waiters. It's deflected. There's Galloway. Ellington defending. And Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Jackson. Here's Waiters, sinks it from just inside the baseline. Waiters got his third basket of the night.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during.
Oh, goodness.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
Johnson with a screen on Jackson. Here's Waiters, and it's Waiters again missing.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Here's Jackson. Waiters grabs the miss.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Pistons leading by 8. To the paint. Pistons it around. Galloway with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Galloway has gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. Ellington the pass to Richardson. Johnson at the elbow. And Johnson with the stuff.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
On the wing, Jackson. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 5th assist in this one. The Heat trail by 12. Johnson the screen. Now here's Waiters. He's covered closely. Kicks to Ellington. Right side a screen. Richardson no luck.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Heat shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
And the Pistons making a change here. Smith is checked in. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Justice Winslow comes in for Wayne Ellington. Now here's Richardson. He's got 6. Adebayo. He can't get that one. Nice D from Griffin.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
For 3, Smith. They grabbed their own miss. Pachulia, no luck.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup. When a guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Smith outside. He kicks to Griffin. Fades back. That one misses.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's Detroit. They're up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter was all about Blake Griffin. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
And now the third quarter about to get going. On the court for the Heat. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Rubber is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Richardson in at the small forward position. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Galloway. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Galloway has got the first basket of the third quarter for Detroit. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Waiters outside. Griffin with the steal. Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Whiteside. And here is Waiters. Whiteside a screen. Richardson gets a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Richardson's got 11.
Richardson knowing exactly where to go off of the screen.
Griffin sets the screen for Jackson. To the inside. And that one's good. Griffin's got 21 in the game.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Waiters outside. Looking to get back on track here. And he knocks down the jumper. 8 points for him.
Well, mid-range threat there from Waiters. When you give him some separation, he's going to take advantage.
Shot off the screen. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Fires for 3. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Waiters.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Griffin a screen on Weber. Jackson misses. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hard-working young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers, too. His rookie year was phenomenal. He came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. The Heat trail by 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Waiters. The shot from the low post is good. Waiters got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's a bit of a hokey guard, so he attracts that contact there and then keeps his eyes on the prize.
Picked by Griffin. Over Johnson. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 23 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Johnson the screen. Waiters with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively.
A versatile scorer. Waiters has got it going tonight. He can play on and off the ball. No one's been able to stop him here.
Jackson passes to Smith. Now here's Drummond. Here's Griffin. Excellent D there by Johnson.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by James Johnson. Galloway with the bucket.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside with the shot. Waiters no luck.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Here's Galloway. 12 points for him. Oh, Griffin in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, this could be one of those nights where Blake Griffin is just the most dangerous player on the floor.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Timeout called the Heat. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Lewis checked in for Langston Galloway. Heat also with a sub. Olynyk, he's checked in for Richardson. The Heat trail by 10. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Smith against Weber. The pass to Whiteside. Over Drummond. And again, it's the Heat missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lure a screen on Waiters. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now, that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for Johnson.
One shot.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Smith against Weber. There's the pick. Passes to Olynyk. They need this. Buries the long-range jumper. Olynyk's got 7 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to...
With the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Outside Griffin. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Griffin's got 28 points for the game.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Olynyk dishes to Waiters. Weber kicks to Winslow. Screen by Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Winslow's shot is off.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Griffin passes to Smith. The shot missing. Good D by Weber. The Heat trail by 15. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete, and he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Pistons leading by 12. Smith outside. Outside Jackson. Lure sets the pick for Jackson. Shoots over Ellington, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Griffin.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Weber kicks to Olynyk. Over Lure. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Winslow, how he performed last season. He was around 7 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now, here is Weber. He has 5. Olynyk up top. We're covering. Olynyk dishes to Ellington. Outside to Weber. Drops in the tray. Weber's got 8.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
There's Jackson with the 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Three-pointer Ellington, and the Heat, another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Jackson kicks to Lure. Lure the screen. Here's Smith. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Olynyk, a screen on Griffin. There's Winslow. It's tipped. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Smith's running. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Heat trail by 10. Inside, Winslow. And it's Lure with the rebound.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Pachulia kicks to Jackson. Back to Pachulia. It's tipped. Winslow against Griffin. Winslow's shot is off.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Smith's shot is good.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Ellington kicks to Winslow. Olynyk, a screen on Griffin. There's Winslow, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That free throw, no good. Josh Richardson's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And he sinks the 2nd. Pistons leading by 11. Smith the pass to Lure. Lure sets the pick for Smith. Back to Lure. And that one hits back iron. Miami's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Pachulia kicks to Smith. Here's Adebayo. Olynyk can't hit. Outside Griffin. Dishes it to Smith. Griffin against Winslow. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here now is Weber. He's got 8. Pass to Richardson. There's a good screen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
First one falls for him.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
Jackson passes to Griffin. Shoots over Olynyk. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it. In the corner, Winslow with it. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lure.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
The Heat trail by 11. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson against Weber. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Knocks down the 3 ball. And so it's the Detroit Pistons sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. They've got Griffin. He's out there with John Lure. Pachulia is out there with Jackson. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Griffin. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Heat trail by 14. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
Pachulia dishes to Jackson. Stolen by Weber. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Griffin's shot is off. Miami's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Winslow's shot is off.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now Richardson. Jackson comes over with the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Detroit with the ball to the middle. Here's Adebayo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat, 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Justice Winslow. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us. Guys?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
He hits the second from the line. Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as a franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
And Waiters, here we go. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Unloads from 13. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Waiters got 11 in the second half. Galloway kicks to Drummond. And there's the foul. It'll go on Briante Weber. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Pachulia. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Detroit, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 9. Down low. Waiters no luck. For Detroit, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Galloway. Johnson for 3. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 6 assists now in the game. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Waiters passes to Whiteside. Johnson with the block, and he's able to get it back. No coverage that time.
And Richardson could be the total package. Phenomenal that time at knowing when to dish it.
Pistons leading by 9. Griffin, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Griffin's got 35.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Whiteside dishes to Waiters. Weber a screen. Takes a three. Waiters no luck. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter, so they are 2 of 6.
Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out a huge target on the fast break.
Now, here is Weber. Kicks it to Whiteside. Poke loose. There's the screen. And it's Waiters at the elbow. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richardson. Johnson with the block. Outside Griffin. Outside Jack. Johnson against Richardson. Johnson with some nice D. Detroit leading by 13. Here's Galloway. And too long on the shot. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Waiters. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Waiters. Weber a screen. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Oh, Whiteside in position. Passes it to Galloway. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And the Pistons lead by 15. And Miami shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Whiteside inside, working on Drummond, and the shot goes down. 14 points for Hassan Whiteside.
That's just maybe some bully ball from Whiteside. You like to see him get post position where he gets both feet into the paint and wet.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Briante Weber. That'll be his second foul of the game. Detroit making a switch here. Smith has checked in. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And Griffin sends it back. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Now here's Whiteside. Here's Waiters, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
Free throw, good. Waiters. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
And both free throws good for Waiters.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
Now here's Jackson. He kicks it to Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got 39.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Richardson with the screen on Smith. Whiteside, the pass to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Waiters has it in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Waiters got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Whiteside. Johnson kicks to Richardson. And that one is good. Richardson's got 19 points.
Richardson getting up on that shot there. Solid at elevating over the top of the defense, especially deep inside.
Smith, the pass to Griffin. Back to Smith. Outside Griffin. There's Jackson with the three. And it's Miami with the rebound.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Now here's Waiters. Back to Whiteside. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Griffin's shot is off. The Heat trail by 10. Weber inside. Covered by Smith. Down low. Here's Whiteside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Free throw missing.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
And the second free throw, good. Pistons leading by 9. Smith kicks to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Screen by Smith. Drummond dishes to Griffin. Over Johnson. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got 41.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Weber, the pass to Whiteside. Weber with it, guarded now by Jackson. Bucket is good.
Oh, great pass by Whiteside, hanging in that play.
The Pistons have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Outside Griffin. It's Jackson atop the key. There's Galloway. Drummond the screen. Clock at 4. And stolen by Richardson. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jackson in the corner. Griffin kicks to Smith. Back to Griffin. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pistons leading by 9. To the inside. Griffin. That one, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. Right side, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now, here is Smith. Outside Griffin. Out left to the wing. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Here's Waiters. Here's Whiteside. Outside to Weber. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Griffin a screen on Weber. Smith the pass to Griffin. Back to Smith. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Drummond. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Detroit. And both free throws good for Drummond. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as white and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all?
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Smith against Weber. Waiters outside. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Stolen by Waiters. Here's Weber on target from 13 feet.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Johnson with it. It's taken away by Smith. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Blake, very strong game offensively. What gave you the confidence to take over?
I'm just putting in the work, and my teammates honestly believing in me and telling me to be confident at the end of the game. So I owe a lot to them. They came up with big plays. Just everybody working together.
Very good win for you tonight, Blake. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.